What's happening, party people? What's happening? And welcome, party people. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Ron, and this is another episode of 40 Years of Hip Hop, where we review 1,000 songs over the span of 40 years, from 1979 to 2019. And party people, by FeedSpot standards, we are ranked 40th on the top 50 hip hop podcasts on the web. And party people, thanks to you, right? You know, it's because of you guys that are listening to us that we were actually able to get up to that rank, and we will keep on working hard. Who knows? Maybe we'll be number one. That's the goal, party people. That's the goal. So, party people, today we will be reviewing The Blast by Reflection Eternal, which is a group that consists of Talib Kweli and DJ High Tech, from the album Train of Thought, which was released in 2000. So, party people, Mr. Ron's week. So again, I wanted to address this last week, but I had Shy 360 up in the studios. Great interview, great show. And it was actually about the T-Pain rant that's actually going on, that's flying everywhere online. You know, the lack of originality in the hip-hop game nowadays. Of course, T-Pain was just screaming how like he's just not impressed, you know, by what he's receiving. So again, in this situation, I'm speculating that, you know, people, you know, send music to T-Pain, you know, probably to get signed to his label, and he's just not impressed overall, you know. And I have to kind of agree, you know, like he says, there's already a Da Baby. There's already a Little Baby. They both have baby in their name. I don't know. I just thought it was hilarious. And the parallel that I wanted to do with it is last week when I had Shy 360 on the show, he was telling me how, like, you know, his reaction towards the first time that he heard Know the Ledge by Eric B. and Rakim from the Juice soundtrack. And the thing is, I find that nowadays what I see is, again, going back to, you know, 90s, and yeah, I'm an old head, whatever, you know, we would look at these rappers and say, how does he do it? How? Where does it come from? You know, it wasn't, back then, you stepped on with someone else's flow, you got dissed. Forget it. You know, no one would put you on. You jump on and biting someone's rhyme, you're gonna get jacked. You know, forget it. That won't work. You know, nowadays, I feel that the younger generation is looking at the music that's being done, and they're like, wait a minute, I could do this. You know, this is not so hard. You know, anyways, man, it is what it is. However, I do agree with T-Pain. There is just a lack of originality in hip hop. One guy that actually that is fighting that is my man Toby Nwigwe with that track Fire Fire. Yo, you gotta get up on that. You gotta get up on that. Party people, so again, that was just a little hello, Mr. Ron's week. You know, I wanted to address this a few weeks ago, you know, but hey, life happens. So party people, let's get back to our review of Reflection Eternal, The Blast, aka Kweli. So party people, why did I choose this song? So after I heard Black Star, okay, I was bumping that album for a whole summer, you know. And again, this is the project with Talib Kweli and Mos Def, you know. I was was waiting for some more. I was like, okay, what's the next step? So the Mighty Most came out with Black on Both Sides. And I was like, okay, what's up with Kweli? And then he drops Train of Thought with DJ High Tech. Great album. Actually, these 3 albums kind of together make a little trilogy. You know, that's the way I see it. It's the Talib Kweli Mos Def trilogy. You know, that's the way I call it. These 3 albums are amazing. I think that they kind of like redefine hip hop for the new millennia. So, let's move on. Originality, party people. Is this song original? And if so, how? Like I was saying before, this album is like a bookend, ending one period to start a new one. It was the future. It was the year 2000. And hip hop was still here. Now, party people, keep in mind, since the late 70s, early 80s, hip hop, everyone was just saying, it's just a fad. People are gonna get bored of it. People are gonna get over it. And we're in the new millennia, and hip hop is going on strong. Stronger than always. Stronger than ever. The sound was tight. The sound was original. The skills were elevated. The way I see it, Kweli and Itep came up with a new sound for the millennium. Fun fact, party people. Talib Kweli founded Javoti Media in 2011, defined as a platform for independent thinkers and doers. Kweli wants to make this company into a media powerhouse that releases music, films, and books. Quite interesting. So, party people, courtesy of Discogs, for Originality, I give this track a 4 on 5. That's right, 4 on 5. Delivery, party people. Delivery, which consists of lyrics and flow. So let's check this out, okay? Say my name, Kweli. Like Destiny's Child, shine bright like my girl's heavenly smile. Or a suit on Steve Harvey. We tighter than them jeans that hugging black hip 70s style like Shaka Khan ain't nobody. Ah, man, that little soul, man, you gotta make sure you check that track. It's just like a nice melange of hip hop, soul, a little bit of etheric, jazzy feel, and wrapped around in like a blanket of honey. This is how I would really describe the song. It's worth checking out, really. It's worth checking out. So let's see. So this rhyme scheme is actually quite simple. Again, I love the way that they added the vocals in there. Say my name, Kweli like Destiny's Child. So again, for the people that don't know, Destiny's Child was the group that Beyonce was in the 90s. Shine bright like my girl's heavenly smile, or a suit on Steve Harvey. Well, look up Steve Harvey, and he's probably wearing one of those shiny ass suits. We tighter than jeans that hugging black hip 70s style like Shaka Khan ain't nobody. So if you don't know, you might not. Shaka Khan was a recording artist from the 70s and 80s. And she has that hit song called Ain't Nobody. Of course, I'm not gonna sing because I'm terrible. I'm just terrible. But yo, Shaka Khan, a legend, a diva. Check her out. Ain't Nobody, so that you could catch the lyrics. So I really like also the way Kweli uses the track to get people to recognize him. Okay, because at the beginning there's a little skit about 2 girls saying, "Oh, what's his name? Talib Kweli." And they're like, they're struggling to say his name. And I'm like, man, that's just a smart and subliminal way to get people to remember you. Enough respect. Courtesy of Genius.com, party people, and this is why for Delivery, where it stands for lyrics and flow, I give it a 4.25 on 5. Production, party people. Production, beat, mixing, scratching, if there's any. So produced by High Tech. For the way I see it, the beat makes the song. Okay, it's one of those beats that you can chill on the instrumental tip. You can practice your freestyles. You know, a little bit derivative of J Dilla, indeed. Okay, especially from the Slum Village period, but still a monster instrument. 2 samples deep. Say My Name by Destiny's Child, released in 1999. And Boogie Night by Heatwave, which was released in 1976. So over the years, it got sampled 4 times, and the most recognizable would be 50 Cent and J-Unit with the track EMS. And there was also one remix with Erykah Badu. Same beat, different verse. Okay, the verse on the remix is as good as the original one. Party people, courtesy of whosample.com, and this is why I give it a 4.5 on 5. So party people, it's time for another top 55. So party people, here is my top 5 Talib Kweli projects. Now, keep in mind, this guy has 8 solo albums, I think like 6 collaborative albums, and like 18 mixtapes. Okay, so there's a lot of material. And this is why I'm like, yo, how come like people are not showing this brother love, man? He's got the discography. So I'm gonna start with Black Star with Mos Def, which was released in 98. Then I'm gonna go with Train of Thought with High Tech, released in 2000, okay, and the song The Blast is on that album. Then I will jump to Quality, which in theory is Talib Kweli's first album released in 2002. And then I'm gonna go with Liberation with Madlib, which was released in 2007. Last but not least, I have to underline F the Money, which was released in 2016. And party people, I must underline a track that I'm not sure that if it made the list yet. Most probably, time will tell, you know, and it's this track called Gratitude. Yo, that shit touched me, you know. It's about fighting your passion, and make an effort to go listen to that song, okay? Gratitude by Talib Kweli from the 2015 release F the Money. Yeah, could be a life changer, you know. Alright party people, so before we get back into the review, at 40 Years of Hip Hop, we use Buzzsprout for our podcast. They get your show listed on every podcast platform available. We were able to get to 10,000 downloads within a year. As a Buzzsprout member, you will get a great looking podcasting platform, an audio player that you can drop into any other website, even WordPress templates. You will also benefit from detailed analytics and tools to promote your episode, like audio video snippets of your podcast called sound bites. However, for me, my thing is that I get to generate a second revenue by talking about something that I'm passionate about. Think about it. Are you a fan of something? Try podcasting about it. It's easy, fun, and can generate a second revenue. Get started for free. That's right. No credit card required. Cancel anytime. No contracts. And you will receive a $20 gift certificate after your second paid invoice. So, yo, there's like enough benefits to try it. So, party people, link below in our episode notes. Buzzsprout is the way to go. And now, party people, back to the review. Is this song still relevant? Was it able to stand the test of time? And if so, how? Talib Kweli is one of the strongest lyricists in the hip-hop game. Overly underrated and doesn't get as much recognition that he deserves. Rappers that have positive messages and uplifting lyrics, the powers that be will make sure that they remain in the shadows. A lot of people know of Talib Kweli, but are not really bumping his music, you know? And I get it, you know, he could be a little verbose and borderline preachy at times, but he's always on point. Always. I found a few reactions here and there, not much to brag about. Kweli is one of my favorite rappers. Definitely top 5 worthy, okay? Is he gonna be in my top 5? I don't know. I would actually have to sit down and do my top 5 for this year, because I do my top 5 every year, you know? And I know there's been a year that Kweli was in my top 5. Just look at his discography, you know? It's insane, and his skills. Anyways, party people. So, fun fact number 2, The Blast is the only song that Hi-Tech raps on. That's right, on the whole album. He produces everything, but The Blast, he dropped this little verse, you know. It's not bad, but hey yo, shout out to Hi-Tech. And party people, this is why for relevance and longevity, Talib Kweli gets a 2 on 5. He just doesn't get enough press. And again, it's because the way I see it, the powers that be, yeah, you know who you is, don't want to. Impact, party people, powerful impact, boom from the cannon. Was this song impactful? The way I see it, I just love this track by Reflection Eternal. It's smart, the beat is bumping, the melody is on point, you know? It's fantastic, okay? This song certified Kweli as a top MC in the game, you know? And this song made me realize that, okay, this guy is not to be messed with, you know? He will destroy you in a battle, you know? The Blast peaked at number 48 on the Billboard Hot 100, stayed 16 weeks on the chart, also peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot Rap Tracks. And this is why, party people, for impact, I give it a 4 on 5. Party people, 4 on 5. So, let's do a little recap, okay? Again, love that track. It's smart. It's danceable. You know, you could play it on a DJ set. The instrumental is super chill, you know. And it's one of those tracks that I really wanted to be on the top 1,000. And I strongly believe that deserves to be there. So for the way I see it, party people, a little recap. Originality, 4. Delivery, which stands for lyrics and flow, 4.25. Production, 4.5 on 5. Relevance and longevity took a little dip with 2 on 5. And impact, 4 on 5. For 18.75 on 25. And a percentage of 75. That's right. Party people, thanks for sharing this moment together. Subscribe, like, share, and party people, support 40 years of hip hop by buying us a coffee so that we can continue dropping this amazing weekly podcast. Tune back next week for I will be reviewing Nice for What by Drake, which was released in 2018. Party people, this is your host with the most, Mr. Ron, wishing you happy Honolulu, peace, and